Max, coach just mentioned you as a guy kind of pressing a little bit at the plate right now. Just how good did a forehand performance feel for you?
Yeah, it felt good for sure. I mean, I've talked to Coach a lot about it just kind of early in the season. I felt like I was hitting some balls hard and just a lot was getting caught. He kind of told me that, you know, you get 200-something at-bats a year, so kind of just don't look at the stats right now and just take each AB, one AB at a time. So I think that really helped me tonight.
I know you hear that stuff, like just one at a bat at a time, it's going to come, but I mean, do you really believe in go after that, or are you pressing at a certain point? You know?
I think honestly, similar to last year, I hit a lot of balls hard early on, and then I mean, baseball, I truly think it always does even out. Sometimes it feels like it won't ever even out, but I think eventually it does even out for sure.
How good did that home run feel off of that?
Oh, it felt good. It was the first pitch changeup. I definitely was feeling better, so I was able to recognize that, stayed on it, hit it a pretty good ways.
When the wind's blown out like it was today, can it be hard sometimes to kind of stick to your normal approach?
Oh yeah. When the wind's blowing out, it's tough, especially the last couple of days. I mean, it feels like it's blowing out like 50 miles per hour, but just for me especially, I got to think opposite field approach, and then whatever happens, usually I can get the ball in the air. Some good things will happen.
Which what I'm talking about today was obviously like you guys had to grind this one out and go for it. You and Alex accounted for 7 of the 10 hits. Just having him in front of you, getting on base, how much confidence did it give you once you started swinging the bat?
Yeah, I mean, just even Gage too. He's had a lot of good ABs. Just having all those guys in front of me, and it's kind of like a pressure valve, you know. Seeing them kind of disarm the pitchers early, and it's like, okay, here we go. The offense is rolling again. So I mean, they've been great in front of me. They're both off to incredible starts.
I'm sure you would have loved, everyone would love to be red hot to kind of start the year, but if this is kind of the start of a turning point for you, I guess how much do you like the timing with Florida next week and ACC play kicking off after that?
Oh yeah, it's definitely a good time, but I just try not to get too high or too low either way because it is a long season. Like I said, you get 200-something at bats, so just to try to be able to look at it at bat at a time, I think it's going to help me in the long run.
You mentioned first pitch swing. Have you been intentional in trying to ambush pitchers early on in the season?
I think it's just kind of been something throughout my career. I've really swung at the first pitch a lot. I'm an aggressive hitter. I try to do damage, especially early in counts, but it's kind of something I've always done.
You drove your first double to the backside. Just when you do that early on in the game, how does it kind of just lock in your timing for the rest of the day?
Yeah, it feels great, especially when I'm going good. I'm definitely hitting it to all parts of the field. So to be able to take a left-on-left slider into the left center gap, definitely, I knew I was feeling good today for sure.
Weird spot back-to-back midweek, 4 p.m. game. You guys jump out to a 4-run lead in the first inning, but then it's kind of ebbs and flows and you find yourself kind of in a dogfight. What does it say about you guys to stay calm and pull out the win?
Yeah, I mean, we had some chances with the offense, me included, and I mean, we didn't necessarily deliver. We left a lot of guys on base, but our pitching staff, really deep. Our bullpen came in clutch at the end, but Bethune's a good team. You saw, I mean, they could hit the ball for sure, especially you leave something over the plate, they can damage it at any point, any part of their lineup. So it's definitely good to get a win, especially on the midweek. Helps your RPI, helps everything.
You mentioned the win from a hitter's perspective, but when you're out there at center field, how does it kind of change the way you judge the ball and kind of play the ball when you know that wind could carry it an extra few feet?
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, especially like playing center, like I know right-handed spin off the bat is going to go towards the right center or the right field line, left obviously the opposite. And when the wind's kind of blowing like a crosswind that hard, it kind of cancels out the spin. So it's a lot different judges, but I try to play a little bit deeper and just try to give myself a chance. But yeah, it's definitely a little bit tougher for sure.
Anything else?